So since the racing season ended last year, we had a very successful season. Man, we accomplished stuff. I mean, it's like a dream season. We won a ton of races, ton of rounds, some grudge races. Car ran really well. For the stuff we had, man, we're just flying. Joey Oliver was helping us out. A lot of people helping at the track, some new teammates and crew guys and stuff. And people, we lost, the last round of limited 28s. We lost one round all year in limited 28s from being undefeated. The new Gotti car beat us in the finals at the very last race. We came out with a new combination and just weren't tested. I mean, we literally hadn't even done a burnout with the car when we showed up. We just went off the trailer and made 2 test hits and went right into rounds and just couldn't get a handle on it fast enough to be competitive, really. We just got lucky, really, made it to the finals. Just, I guess a lot of people made mistakes, kind of. And, but, when you have a fast race car, you can, luck falls your way because people will make mistakes if they're, they know they have to go, right? So, since the season has ended, I've seen, a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say about the Gotti car and how, like all of a sudden we're nobody, right? Because we got beat, we lost one round, which is, comical to me. But I just wanted to show you guys something. First off, I want to thank Mike Hill and my buddy Marcel Wall at TM Fashion. They got us a championship jacket made. Mike got it made. Marcel makes it. He has a fashion company that he makes all kinds of like NFL, all kinds of team wear, and he does custom jackets and stuff for racing series or whatever. But I want to show you guys this and kind of lay to rest some of the talk about people saying, that, we're mad or whatever because we got beat in the finals at the last race of the year for limited 28s. But I mean, that couldn't be farther from the truth. We had an amazing season. We lost one round the entire year. Mike Hill, just message me on Facebook if you need my social security number, because you should definitely be able to claim me on your taxes last year, and you'll see why here in a second. We won 3 races and went to the finals in the 4th race, won the championship money, won the $10,000 race at Darlington, $10,000 to win. In dominant fashion, pretty much every round we raced, just did amazing, you know what I mean? So I want to flip this around and show you guys just how mad I am about losing that round, the last round to Gotti, how heartbroken I am right now. All right, so here's our new, our championship jacket that we got. Mike Hill had made for us, Marcel made. His company made. You can see it's the 2019 limited 28 champion, Bloodbath. Man, this thing is like incredibly nice. It's all embroidered. It's not like a glue-on patch or anything. I mean, this stuff is all embroidered, all of it. Has our name on the front. We got our $10,000 championship trophy from Clash of the Carolinas at Darlington. We had the Into Paint race, limited 28, you can see, winner. The March Madness, limited 28 race, Carolina Dragway. I think we lost one round all year at Carolina Dragway. But, these are just the trophies we got from Mike Hill's race and the championship jacket. We won a bunch of money, enabled us to race, really hard all season. We raced, all over the place every weekend, pretty much, people know. But for those people that were asking if I'm mad, or how heartbroken I am, I think this right here pretty much says it all. There's no way you can be mad after having a season like we had. We, won the limited 28 championship, won a bunch of races, won some grudge races, won some small time shootouts here and there. I mean, anywhere on slicks, any type of surface, from pretty much no prep to, Darlington at its best. Capital Dragway, we won Kenny Fox's race up there. The Who's Your Daddy race we won. I think it was Shoot to Kill they had that weekend, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, I mean, we just had an incredible year, but I wanted to show off my new jacket mostly and tell Mike Hill, you know, that I don't know if he'll get me, if he'll get a stimulus check for me from last year, since, you know, he supported me half the year, I think. But if he does get it, he deserves it. So we cleaned house last year in his series, and we just, you know, did amazing. But, you know, I'm kind of just talking a little trash, but mostly I wanted to show off my new jacket. You guys look up my buddy Marcel Wall on Facebook, TM Fashion. But Mike Hill had this made for us, and I really appreciate it. Just want to do a short video on this stuff and show you what we got going on in the shop right now. So maybe we'll have some new footage. Might actually, you know, something that gets a lot of controversy here. This might be crazy, but I might actually paint this thing in the next week or so, paint the race car. So we have something to talk about, and I'm out of work right now, and I'm bored out of my mind. You see our custom wing we made a couple weeks ago. I guess it's been a month or two. But I'm like bored out of my mind, and everyone keep asking me when I'm gonna paint the car. You know, it does look kind of crusty. It's looking pretty rough after having a hard season or two of racing. You know, it's like 3 different colors and paint's chipped everywhere. But you guys just like and subscribe, follow along, and see what comes next. We may be doing some body work on this thing in the next day or two and get it ready to paint and see what we're gonna do for a paint job. Should we change the color? Should we change the paint scheme, you think? Or do we stick with just the straight red? I mean, you know, it's still gonna be Bloodbath, obviously, so we can't deviate too much. But you guys follow along. I appreciate your support. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in a day or so. Almost forgot one thing from last season that I can't leave out. You know, I'll give a special shout out to my buddy Jason Black. We finally got to line up in the paint one time after, you know, we talk trash back and forth on Facebook all the time. And we did line up at Piedmont Dragway, and he was in the Lethal Weapon car. Run out of his whole entire life. He went out there and knocked the tires off like a rookie. And I just didn't want to leave that out of the video. So he has that. He deserves that. You guys, I'm sure you guys, you know, a lot of you that follow us on Facebook and stuff know we have a heated rivalry, kind of, even though he's not much of an adversary because he doesn't have a car. But I just want to throw that in there for a little tidbit at the end. All right, so I finally got in most of the stuff that I needed to dry deck the heads here. So let me flip this thing around and show you guys what we got going on. So I started the other day. I think I was showing you guys, I got on footage here. I was tapping all these holes here, and I got the pipe plug taps for these, for the larger holes. I still got to do these really big ones, but I got to have a different drill bit. But I'm just waiting on the plugs to come for these. I've already got all the steam holes that are tapped and plugged with, I just put brass set screws in them instead of welding them up. I ordered from McMaster Car. You can see like this one here. This one, I already put a bigger plug in, and I just touched it with sandpaper to cut it down below the surface so it doesn't hold the head up. I mean, the head gasket doesn't seal anything out there anyway outside of the hoop. That's the only thing we're really worried about, is sealing. You can see I put another one in here. So I'm just waiting on a couple of more plugs to plug the larger holes, but all the small ones are done. So we're gonna be able to run water in the cylinder heads and just the heads alone, and nothing to do with the block. So that's kind of what we got going on in the shop right now. Waiting on my engine block to be done so we can assemble the motor maybe this weekend, possibly. Rings and everything around the way.